almost all countries in the world are not exempted from corruption. The only thing is that some have higher, some have lower. And in that, almost 150 out of 80 countries have not made significant progress in terms of fight for corruption.
And corruption may be one of the reasons for the insurgency. I'm very sure it's one of the reasons. Because we have foreign borders, and in our borders we have some corrupt officials that allow this insurgent to traffic the weapons from all the way from Libya to Nigeria.
All the agencies that are tapped or taxed to take care of their taking side, that's our issue. Even the agencies that are supposed to do as their part, that's the problem. So
the focus of fighting corruption or this town hall meeting should not only dwell on monetary aspects, but should also include service delivery.
Every month, every civil society actor must report to EFCC by the time amount of money amounting to the tune of 5 million naira is into your account. You need to announce to them, you need to tell them. If you don't even do that, there is going to be a penalty for you.
We charge a lady that we went around our media, especially for the Complete Care Aid Foundation that belongs to our Boko Haram. She's now serving jail for 48 years in prison. And furthermore,
there are a lot of cases, a lot of NGOs that were convicted and serving jail term. So it's a public, it's in the public care.
We are expecting more from the government side. The Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs is saddled with that responsibility that we send in our work plan, yearly work plan, and the budgets. That has not been enforced. How many people are aware? So if we are not doing it right, I know we have representative of governor here. Yeah, you can connect with the agency to see that all those things that they say they will do, let them practicalize it.
This town hall meeting is timely, and if only we will be using what we are learning, I think it will be better than where we are going.
At the heart of driving effective and sustainable development is not too much funding, but coordination, accountability, and transparency in the delivery of interventions, even if the funding were little.
We ought to appreciate Wadata for bringing these critical officers, stakeholders, where all are expected to be accountable in wherever we are, either in our offices, or in the marketplaces, or even on the streets. Because it is act of humanity.
We need to look internally. Some of our NGOs are working on them, but they are corrupt NGOs. So people should have interest in unveiling corruption that is going on in the NGO sector, especially at this particular period, where money is pumped by both government and non-governmental organizations to support the victims. Then I also said that we need to understand the structure, functions, and operational guide of each and the reach of NGO, just like we do for the government service. You ask somebody who will tell you that, okay, if you go to EFCC, this is the mandate of EFCC. If you go to ICPC, this is the mandate of ICPC. If you go to CCB, this is the mandate of CCB. If you go to TUGA, this is the mandate of TUGA. Presidential Committee, PACA, and all of them, they have their own mandates. But NGOs' mandates are not known. What are the structures of some NGOs that are operating in Borno State and in Northeast? What is the reach? We need to understand that. Then also demand for financial and inclusive accountability and transparency from the NGOs and government organizations. We always demand that the government should disclose its budgets and how it spends its budgets. How many NGOs are disclosing their financial strength and the grants they get from some grant agencies. I think it's only one of them is Makata Foundation. The amount it gives to Wadata Media, if you go to website, you see the exact amount of money given to them. It is there. But many NGOs do not disclose their financial strength and how they spend the money, especially at the local level. In Maiduguri here, they will tell you they are working in Bama, Goza, Dambuwa, but on what budget? They may not disclose that budget. If they cannot be transparent and accountable to the public that benefit from that, it means they are also engaged in corruption. Then I also add that we need to insist for the call of periodic public presentations of beneficiaries and impact reports. At every month or every quarter, you need to give an account of how the money you get, how you spend the money, probably for the public to see, at least for the beneficiaries. It is part of the way that we can be able to fight corruption at that particular sector. Then I also talk about community journalism that focuses on researching communities and activities of NGOs and governmental organizations. In the post-insurgency of recovery period, communities have already moved to so many of their communities. Some they've been researched. NGOs are there. The media organizations that we have, how many reports have they produced that is trying to expose what some of these organizations do in such communities? I think very few. So as long as we want to fight for corruption, and as long as we want to ensure effective recovery of our communities, we must engage in the community-based journalism, whereby the money meant by Makata or money spent by any grantor or any financial supporter is or has reached the right person. And that is what our maybe issue of accountability, issue of anti-corruption activities that is required for us. And in this community journalism, it goes beyond just searching your light on government organizations, NEDC, the governor, the commissioners. But we look at NGOs. Let us have some journalists that will be looking at NGOs and what they do.
Cigaban al'umma hakki ne na kowa. At least the title of the program will tell you where the program is driving. And so also the title in Kanuri, Jirekuji. The truth is always bitter, but it is always the best option for any pious believer. So in our programs, if you are an ardent listener, you would find out that the program digs out how corrupt stakeholders, officers, men and women are being fished out. We don't even care. We call names, we call the offices held responsible, and Wadata has given us that backing.
Stakeholders at the town hall meeting also called for structural change in the fight against corruption as a collective responsibility to fight the cankerworm called corruption, truthfully and fairness to all. 5. Participants attributed corruption as a global phenomenon and advocated ways in which Nigerians, particularly northeastern Nigeria, not Nigerians, who suffered due to insurgency, to take issues on corruption in the post-insurgency era with utmost seriousness.